Good evening. What's up, everybody? This is Gina Ifoe, the one and only African superstar, back at it again. Welcome to my live stream. I want to give a big shout out to my YouTube community. Big shout outs to all of you that have been, collectively getting the word out to our viewers. I've seen several of our viewers come back to the platform today. Shout outs to Janelle Spriggs. I saw her there coming back to the stream. When you get here, please make sure that you are on code. Make sure you hit the likes and be a part of our conversation. Tonight, I'm going to talk about both Black men and Black women are at fault. All right. And the second part is, and now what? All right. So that's what we're going to talk about. I am going to run a commercial from our sponsors. But shout out to the African Superstar. Hey guys, what's up? This is Gina Ifoe, the one and only African Superstar. Did you know that the voice of your African superstar is under attack? Recently, her platform of over 11,000 subscribers was shut down by YouTube. And now we are appealing to all the viewers of the African Superstar and associated channels to help restore this platform back to greatness. We need you to like, share, and subscribe this video to get the message out. Until we meet again, stay black and true. Let's do our very best to show support to one of our beloved, strong voices in the community during her time of need. All right. What's up, guys? Big shout out to Abby's in the room with me. I see you there. What's up, African Superstar family? Well, I'm going to go ahead and jump into this topic. So, as a lot of you know, I have been guest appearing on, several of my friends' channels to help get the word out about what has happened to my channel. All right. So if you're finding yourself on this video and you're not aware or whatever, last week my platform of over 11,000 subscribers was shut down. So this is our new platform, and we are working very diligently to increase it. We've actually gone from last week, we were just under 200 subs. Currently we're over 700, so that's pretty rapid in 1 week. Actually, originally my channel took a very long time to grow, so I think we're on track to be continually growing the platform, which is excellent. Like I said, I've been on a few live streams within the last week. Dinah Samir's channel, Woke Africa, O'Shea Duke Jackson, Blind Guy, his wife, their life. And one of the popular topics is relationships, and whenever we talk about these relationships between Black women and Black men, there's a lot of, back and forth. There's a lot of animosity. There's a lot of blame games. Huh? What's up? Be the change, man. Where you been? Be the change. Antoinette, hi, family. If you're here in the building, make your presence be known, okay? Because I love seeing familiar faces in here today. So with this blame game, I just want to say that Black men and Black women are at fault for what is currently happening in our community, okay? We waste a lot of time in the semantics of things. We waste a lot of time going back and forth. We waste a lot of time accusing the other of their role and all that. I just want to say both parties are at fault. Okay? Black men are doing some things wrong, and Black women are doing some things wrong too. And what we've got to understand, the most critical thing that we've got to understand is we cannot move forward in our community efforts with the Black man and Black woman at odds. I even want to challenge the so-called conscious community that a lot of you guys will claim to be a part of. I want to know how many of you guys are participating in Black love. Do you have some Black love? Are you raising Black children? Are you actually implementing the things that we talk about on a frequent basis? Or are you part of the problem? That's what we're talking about tonight. Big shout outs, guys. African Superstar family. Did you miss me? If you miss me, just say, yeah, Gina, I missed you. So yeah, that's what we're going to talk about tonight. You know, I have to always be balancing my opinions. I know my most recent video where I talked about why, you know, women are heading to Africa, and we talked about a lot of the things that Black men are doing, you know, that is not really desirable to Black women in the diaspora. But we can't also omit what women are also doing. Thank you, Antoinette. At least I know one person misses me. Thank you so much. Big shout outs. What's up? I'm glad you caught me on Dynast. Yes, a lot of people are leaving comments. Hey, I saw you on O'Shea. Hey, I heard from AUF, Africa Unite Force. I know she was doing shout outs. African Millennial did a shout out. Woda Maya did a shout out. A lot of my people, my family members are really outstretching their hands towards our platform, and I'm quite delighted. So thank you so much. So briefly, you know, I'm going to just speak to the ladies because I got a long comment on the video when I talked about women going to Africa, and someone was saying, well, yeah, you know, Black men do this and Black men do that. And, you know, you make excuses for them and you're babying them and blah, blah, blah. Look, both parties are at fault. Make no mistake. Make no mistake. And what's even more detrimental about it is the fact that we stay in that space. We stay in that space of being, you know, becoming each other's enemies. And it's ridiculous. We can't move forward, guys, in community if we can't get over this. I mean, this is the most fundamental part of community. All right. If we can't get along, there's certainly no way that we can procreate. There's certainly no way that we can make cohesive family units if we're not on the same wavelength. So the second part of my statement is, and then what? Now that we know that both Black men and Black women are making mistakes and are complicit in this stuff, what are we going to do to fix it? What are we going to do? Because a lot of folks here on YouTube, a lot of folks here on YouTube like to rehash the problems over and over and over and over again. You guys know that I'm a implementation kind of girl. I'm all about let's figure out how to solve these problems. You know, I'm going to encourage my viewers, be better women. Be better men. You know, cultivate yourself to be someone who can be of value to your community. One of the best and most beautiful compliments that my mother gives to me sometimes is, you know, aside from her telling me that she's proud of me, she says, Gina, you're a good citizen. That's what she calls me. And I just think that is such an honorable thing to hear from your parents. But basically means I contribute to my world. I contribute to the people who are in my realm. I contribute to the youth that I come in contact with. You know, because one of the biggest things that our people, one of their biggest problems is they feel like there's got to be stipulations in place before there's a mutual respect. And that's wrong. Okay? The fact that we see grown men and women losing their cool here on social media is just deplorable. Because what you guys have to do, and I might have some of y'all that's hotheads. I don't know. I think Antoinette is kind of a hothead. She looked hot-headed in that avatar, don't she? I'm just teasing you, Antoinette. The thing is, guys, remove yourself from the drama. And make progress your focal point of everything that you're doing. Okay? The mindless discussions, You know, I just had this conversation this evening with a friend of mine. The mindless discussions that we have are not productive. You know, we like to hear the sound of our voice over and over and over again, talking about the same problems. How are we going to address them? How are we going to impact the way Black men and Black women are interacting? The first thing is we've got to understand this part, that both of us have been doing things inappropriate. Both of us are responsible. It's not all the man's fault, and it's not all the woman's fault. But when both parties want to step up and take some level of responsibility, then we're going to be able to move forward. You know, first of all, listen to the cries of the opposite sex. There's no secret that many Black women are accusing Black men of not being stable, not being responsible, not being a part of their children's lives, not seeking commitment. The fellas are accusing the ladies of not being submissive, not prioritizing their children, not being good homemakers, not being domestic. And if we all want to be honest, there's a lot of validity to both sides of those complaints. And you know it. If you recognize that both sides have some legitimacy, let me see a number one. I want to see where my family's at. If you agree that a lot of those claims, the complaints that the Black women have are legitimate, and the complaints that the Black men have are legitimate. This is a good point. Blind Guy, his wife, their life says, it's not my fault anymore. Now that I know the problem, I'm working towards a solution. Excellent. And might I add that Laquita and Corey have a beautiful family. They're exhibiting Black love. They're raising up their kids. They're not sitting there becoming each other's enemy. We really need each other, guys. I mean, I don't know how many times people can say these things to you all. You know, we cannot move forward without some unison. Anytime there was a social movement in the past, you saw a collective creating that movement in unison. You can even look at the civil rights, where you had, you know, people from different perspectives, such as Malcolm X and Dr. Martin Luther King. You know, they were able to join forces with the movement because of the common goal that they had. And the common goal that Black men and Black women should have is the preservation of their community, which is going to require us, some way, shape, or form, to get together or not. Or not. It's really simple. And for those of you guys that are experts, you're experts on everything. I mean, I even have people, you know, come on my channel and try to get expert opinion-ish in my comments. All I want to ask you is, how is your life working out? Do you have a track record to back up the things that you say? Because if you don't, it's really a moot point. Okay? We live in a society now where everybody wants to be advisors. Everybody wants to be speakers. Everybody wants to be leaders, and everybody has all the answers. But then when you peel back the onion layers, and not even that deep, when you just take off like one piece of the onion, you get to see these people are not exhibiting their knowledge in their lifestyle. And the thing is, I think a lot of it is people want to be heard. Okay, our people are emotional to a fault. So they feel some kind of way and they really just need to expel their emotion. Please channel that into something productive. Please. And I'm going to really hold my, you know, platform accountable. What's up, Mrs. EXE? Welcome back. I'm happy to see you back on my new platform. Big shout outs to you. I'm going to hold my platform accountable and really compel you guys to begin to be examples in your life. You know, the very same thing that your African superstar has been striving to do throughout my whole life. and my platform and everything is to be an example. Being an example is the best thing that you can do. If you, for instance, believe in Black love, find some Black love. Exemplify Black love. Make it be known that it's a reality, that it's a possibility. And that will influence your peers. Okay? Because all this stuff that we do online, you know, it really discourages some people. You know, like I said, I had a conversation this evening with a friend, and you know, unfortunately, he was really down about the state of our people. You know, and I had to encourage him, like, look, you know, use your life first to be that example. All right? Nobody's off the hook on my platform. All right? And I also want to just let you guys know it's irrelevant. You come in my comments with your blame games about who's responsible. You know, like I said, I did a video about why women are going to Africa. And, you know, some women felt some way. And they were in the comments like, oh, Gina, you're too, you know, you're sympathetic to the guys and this and that. I absolutely am. Do you know why? Because I'm doing exactly what I exemplify. Okay, women out there, don't let this feminism movement get it twisted. Okay? Show love to our brothers. Be appetizing to our brothers. We know the competition is steep. Huh? Black men, cherish your women. Exalt your women. Empower your children to do the same thing. That's how we begin to attack this thing. What is not productive is coming online and going back and forth with each other. That is absolutely not productive. Big shout outs to Mrs. EXE. Guys, if you're here, let me hear from you. This won't be a long live today. I just wanted to come and share this with you, you know, kind of as a response to some of the comments that I received. Because, you know, there's a lot of angry men and they put all the blame on the ladies. Well, y'all ain't doing this and y'all ain't doing that. And my mama and my ex-girlfriend and my baby's mom and my ex-wife. Okay. Okay. And then we got the sister doing the same thing. He's a deadbeat dad. He's this, he's that, he's that. You guys need to learn the art of compliment. Okay, you know, I once had someone tell me, you know, this guy, a lot of people, big shout outs to Kwabena Kessie. He's one of my Facebook friends. And, you know, he's been kind of criticized by his peers for being a romantic. You know, that he's too, you know, that he's too sweet to the ladies, and he's just, you know, like putty in their hands. And he said, you know, Gina, I look at my woman as like an egg. You know, and when we think about an egg, all right, think about an egg. Think about how delicate an egg is. Okay, if you rough with that egg, it's going to break. Okay, if you drop it on the ground, it's going to break. All right, if you squeeze the carton too hard, it's going to break. Think about your partner like that. Think about your prospective partner like that. Think about the opposite sex like that. You know, I think also our men are very, very hard and expectant on their own women. You know, somehow if they're dating outside, they begin to, you know, admonish these women and treat them some kind of way and all that. You need to be extending that same kind of treatment to your own people, guys. For real. For real. Because that's what's going to make them want to come back to you over and over and over again. When you are like the comfort zone. All right, shout outs. Anybody know Vanessa Williams? Let me see a number 2 if y'all know that comfort zone song. Y'all can tell I'm an old head, right? You want to be the comfort zone for your partner. You know, she gets off work. She can't wait to get home, you know, to see her mate. Okay. He gets off work. He can't wait to get home. He knows his woman's going to be there looking forward to him. Maybe she's prepared a nice meal. Maybe when he comes home, you know, the incense is going, the slow jams is coming. She said, hey, baby, I know you had a rough day at work. You know, I'm here for you. See, that kind of stuff is going to make you want to go home to that person over and over and over again. Matter of fact, it will be the thing that you look forward to. You know, when you come home, he's ready to give you a back rub. You know, he noticed that you went to the nail salon, said, hey, wow, baby, I like your nails. I like your hair. You know, your perfume's the bomb. See, that's kind of stuff. But see, I know y'all don't know about that. See, that's grown folks stuff right there. Okay? But this is the kind of fuel that you need. You got to be appetizing. What the hell is appetizing about seeing our men and women like this all the time? I mean, don't y'all get frustrated that we're the ones in the public eye doing this? And it's not as if we don't have control. Certainly, if you don't have control over the whole world, you have control over your personal dynamics. Let me find out that some of my African superstar family is misbehaving and participating in this kind of treatment. I will sack you from this platform. Because it's ridiculous. Be the Change says both men and women have shortcomings, but we all need to realize this and work on ourselves. Absolutely. Excellent point, Be the Change. That's the reality, guys. The women want to blame the men want to blame the women, and meanwhile, we're all lost in translation. We're supposed to be loving each other, okay? We're supposed to be each other's solace in this cool, cold, cruel world. What's Prince say? How could you just leave me standing knowing the world is so cold? Huh? We're supposed to be each other's lovers, support team, cheerleaders. You know, and if we're honest, this is why our community's breaking. Our community's breaking because both of us, you know, and neither one of us want to take down and be like, you know what, look, I've been complicit, I've done this, I've done that, and this is what I'm going to work on to try to be effective. Black women, one of the popular complaints that we hear is we're not romantic, we're not feminine, we're not domestic. Okay, we got bad attitudes, we make it difficult. Hello? Is that true in your personal case, ladies? You know, I don't know y'all are like that. I know a few of y'all, but I don't know my whole platform. You know if it's true or not. Fellas, are you dropping the ball? Huh? You know, instead of getting upset when you hear your peers making this complaint, why don't you do a self-assessment? Because that's where the change starts. You know, the change starts when each one teach one. You know, and furthermore, if you're not careful, you are also passing on this kind of toxic behavior to your children. Okay, because the reality is, if you are not, you know, preparing them for the future, they're never going to be ready. You know, what are you teaching your daughters? Are you giving them that whole single independent? I don't need no man and I can do bad by myself? Did you teach her how to cook? Or is she doing them microwave dinners? Huh? You know, listen, It's important. You know, if for instance you have a male, you know, because I know some ladies, they're in a situation where they're single mothers to male children. Hook them up with a mentor. Last time I checked, they had a mentor. They had a mentor programs. They did mentoring through the Boys and Girls Club, the Big Brothers and Sisters. You know, a good friend of mine, Nicola. Big shout outs to her. She did mentoring through the Brothers and Sisters organization. Get your son hooked up with a male example. You know, converse with your mentor and tell them what's going on with your child. Okay, my son needs help with confidence. My son needs, this, that. Can you begin to infuse these things? Because guys, I mean, really, it's that simple. We need to be having the youth at the focal point. We're not preparing our youth to be any better off than we are in a lot of cases. Some of you guys are leaving your kids to the wind, and when they come back and they're just bringing drama into your household, you got to look at yourself, because unless you're preparing them for the future, that's what's going to happen. They're going to become products of their environment. And the West is very, very dysfunctional. You know, I even think here on the continent is much more likely that a young person could get taken under somebody's wing, because family is a very big thing here. So a lot of adults will assume roles to other people's children or to extended family because it's normal here. There's people here that support cousins and the neighborhood kid. And, I can't tell you how many African folks I know, they'll be like, oh, that's my cousin. That's not really my blood cousin, but we grew up together. We grew up in the same house or we went to the same school. We need to broaden our shoulders, guys, and start functioning like adults. Real talk. And stop spending all of our time here on YouTube talking about problems. What are you doing? What are you doing to create a better world? Now, see, I'm off the hook. I'm not trying to toot my horn or nothing. But you know what? I've created a clothing line. Okay, shameless plug. Huh? Shameless plug. Who's that? Who's that? You see, I have a lot of resources. And I don't even know people like that for real. But I started where I was and used what I had and made something happen. Now I have lots of children that love Auntie Gina. I take any opportunity to mentor the youth, even though I'm not a parent. You see, I promote Black love because I know it's important. Even though I done been through my ups and downs with relationships, I still hold out hope. Because for me, it's Black love or stay single. That's it. I've already decided. Some of you guys are like, Gina, that's kind of dramatic. I don't know if I'm going to be single indefinitely. Well, listen, that's the choice you got to make. But for me, I'm not selling out. I've already made the decision. The point is, example is paramount. Nobody's going to sit here and argue with me about making a life on the continent and the various things that I discuss, because I've taken the time to also implement them in my life. Y'all better believe when I get that Black love or stay single, they're going to be choking out there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You see, it's about us as individuals taking personal responsibility and beginning to be part of the change that we want to see. You see, I will use Blind Guy, his wife, their life as an example because they have a beautiful family that I love. I love to flex on. I love to flex their family because it's beautiful. Okay? Now, them together as a couple have now produced 3 beautiful young ladies. Okay, that's future. All right? They've raised them in a way that is preparing them for tomorrow. Okay, and the point is, to be honest with you, Laquita and Corey, they are an exemplary couple. Because some of y'all, you know, if your spouse begin to develop a disability or something, some of y'all would leave. It's just the honest truth, because some of y'all ain't about it like that. And it's not even to say that it's not an easy thing. I'm pretty sure that Laquita and Corey both have challenges, you know, with Corey's disability and just, you know, married life and up and down and kids and all that stuff. But the beauty about them is they really took their vow seriously. You know, Laquita is standing by her man. Corey is an excellent father. You know, he's as helpful as possible, you know, with his family, hands-on and everything. That's what I'm talking about. Couples like this will make, you know, 100 other couples want to do the same thing. Huh? Why do you think they're promoting interracial dating? Okay, they know if they have that one couple, they have the Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. They have the you know, I mean, there's so many of them. I don't really be knowing the celebrities like that. You guys can probably think of a lot of interracial couples. Okay, what happens is they take that situation and they elevate it, and then many other people are like, wow, I love Kim Kardashian, I want to be just like her, so I'm going to get into an interracial relationship. We can also make Black love look hot. You know, like I told you, if you're single and searching, the best thing you can do is be appetizing to your partner. Stop acting like we don't need each other, because we do. If you like that person, stop fronting. Stop acting like, you know, you ain't single and searching. I was thinking that the other day. You know, I saw an ad for Match.com or something. And I was thinking, it's crazy because there's literally at any given time, there's probably thousands of people on these dating sites. Okay. So clearly they're looking for something, and clearly they want something. But when you would meet them or run into them, they want to act all big and bad. Like, you know, they just, you know, they ain't really looking for nothing. Let's be real with ourselves. Yes, you are. You're looking for something. There's a phrase, single and searching. But we don't want to be true with ourselves. Some women think it's vulnerable for them to come out and admit they don't want to be single. They want a partner. It's not vulnerable. It's nature. You're not designed to be on your own. Matter of fact, you can't even procreate on your own. You got to have a partner. And guess what? If you don't have a partner, you don't procreate. Guess what? We all get extinct and die. We want Black love in the future. We want Black community in the future. Hello, it starts with us. It starts with us. And it's been going on so long now, you know, the deception from third parties. We should be able to say, you know what, we're not going to accept these campaigns formed against our community. We're going to reject those because we know they don't work. You know, let's start being honest with ourselves, guys. Please stop over to AfricanSuperstar.com. Get yourself, this is my Pan-African love jacket. Okay, because it has Pan-African hearts on it. Okay. Come on, where else can you get stuff like this? This is exclusive to the AfricanSuperstar.com. Okay, I'm official. I even got my star on the inside of my clothes. Go head on over to the website. Shameless plug. What? Huh? I made a dope star so your kids don't have to run around wearing Marilyn Monroe and you know, Jennifer Lopez and all that stuff. They can have a Black woman in their star. Represent. Go over to the website. It's scrolling across your screen. What's up, Crystal? I'm so happy to see you back. Welcome back to the new platform family. Yes, please be on SMP. We're talking about, you know, I'm just having a conversation with you guys tonight I don't think we're going to call in because we kind of got a small crowd today. I don't know if y'all want to, now listen, if y'all trying to call in, let me see a number 3. Now, if you put a number 3, then that means if I open up the call lines, that means you will call in. Don't put in a 3 for other people to call in. Put in a 3 for you to call in. If I don't see no 3s, I'm just going to, continue with the show. But anyway, we're just having a conversation about how both of us are at fault in this breakdown of the community. Now it's going to take both of us being mature and being responsible. Okay? First of all, it's about being honest. It's about realizing the fact, hey, we need each other. And that's the idea that you should actually be having in your personal relationships, guys. Don't be afraid to tell your partner that you love them and you need them and you want things to work out. When you hit challenges on your path, especially if children are involved, you really should exert every effort to retain that relationship. Okay? If you're dating someone and you realize that they're toxic and you realize that, you know what, I don't think this is a healthy relationship for me. I don't think this is going to make a good family. I don't think this person will make a good parent. Then don't waste their time and don't waste your time either. Because when you procreate with them kind of people, it's going to be drama. Maybe you feel like you can't say no to that person who is not good for you. But them yo-yoing in and out of your life, that's not what you need. You need someone who can actually be direct with you about the intention. And, we need to create families, guys. And that's got to be the intent. Okay? Let's be better women. Let's be better men. And stop being nonsense. Stop just unnecessarily breaking people's heart and stop running up your body count and stop doing irresponsible stuff. Start stepping up and being what we need. Because it's bigger than you and I. This is the future that we're talking about. Okay, when you leave children all around, gentlemen, when you leave children all around and you're neglecting them and not taking care of them and not nurturing them, hey, that's going to be a problem in the future. When you have women, young ladies in your household, and you're not grooming them to, be successful in the future. And listen, another real moment I'm going to have. Y'all need to stop telling these girls that all, in life is education. Y'all need to stop lying to them. Okay? As a woman, we have limited time. You need to be honest with your kids about that. Tell them that. If you have a young lady and, somebody's interested in her when she's in her 20s and this and that, she wants to proceed, please don't discourage that young lady. That might be her opportunity, especially, listen, I tell you all the time, I live in Africa. Okay, the probabilities are working in my favor over here. Those of y'all in America, listen, don't miss opportunities to get yours popping. I have friends of mine that when we were in university, that's literally been the last time they've had love life. And we now in our late 30s, some people are in their 40s. Okay? They were focused on their career and focused on education. Y'all better be real with these ladies out here. Okay? You better get it popping when you're hot. This is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. Don't wait. Don't wait. You'll be all right. You'll be okay. Oh, you're 25. You got your man. You guys want to settle down. You meet a man. You love him. He loves you. He wants to marry you. Please don't put it off for that education. Please don't. Please don't put it off for school. Y'all work it out. Because what you don't want to do, and if I have any ladies, y'all can back me up with a holla in the chat room. What you don't want to do is get in your late 30s, 40s, 50s, and you're still single, unmarried with no kids. And that's not what you wanted. Now, if you were that kind of woman and that's what you wanted, like you like, oh yeah, I don't want no kids. I don't want this. I don't want that. Okay, but I'm talking about the ladies who see, because you be giving up those opportunities thinking they're going to come back around. The biggest lie our people told us was what? Boys is always going to be there. How many ladies heard that? Did y'all ever hear that? Natty feels me. Did y'all ever hear that? I heard that on the yard a lot of times when I was in university. Girls, get your education. The men will always be around. You can always, get somebody. And they was lying. Why are we still imparting the same false information to our youngins? One of the biggest complaints, again, I tell you guys, that Black men always say about Black women is they're not feminine, they don't know how to submit, and they're not domestic, they got bad attitudes, and all that stuff, right? That's what they say. Now, some of that stuff is true to some of y'all. Not me. Okay, because I'm very feminine, know how to submit, have a wonderful attitude. So y'all don't know me outside this YouTube, but I don't hurt in that department like that, for real. I be bouncing back and back and back because I understand this part. I'm happy, Natty, that I'm telling you something of value. But yeah, we need to be honest. We're misleading our young people. We're setting them up for failure. Why are we not telling them all the things that we've learned along the journey and so on and so forth? We need to be helping them be prepared. So many young people don't know the first thing about having families, feeding children, preparing meals, finances, all the things that you need to make a household work. They're not equipped. Big shout out. T. Kelly, you're doing a good job with them girls now. You're doing a good job with them girls. You see what I'm saying? We've got to equip. We've got to give our youth tools to go forward. I think if we as adults begin to exercise SMP, some of you guys are new to my channel. SMP is our mission statement. It stands for strategy, maturity, and patience. I think we have, as adults, started to behave like that. We would see a rapid change in our community because we need to be adults. We need to be a point of reference for our young people that they can come and get life lessons from. The same way many of us, we could easily go to our grandparents and ask them life questions. Some of you ladies that have children and stuff, when you gave birth, maybe your grandma came around and helped you with the baby, gave you insider information. Maybe your mom came around and helped you with the baby. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Not just throwing our kids out there and helping them to wing it. Because that's dangerous. They need to be equipped. We need to be real. And those of you guys that are in America right now, and America ain't it. Shout outs to those of y'all in the UK. The UK ain't it. Please impart that information on the youth. Why will you still send the kids to deal with systematic racism? Why will you not advise them? Listen, go to the continent. Check it out while you're young. Go do it. Because those of us that have migrated, we certainly wish that we would have been able to execute this move sooner. But a lot of us didn't have those kind of messages. We didn't have Auntie Gina, and we didn't have Auntie T. Kelly and Auntie Crystal, or Uncle Mr. Hillary, to tell us what it is. We need to be telling these kids what time it is. Now, see, Auntie Gina is doing it because I'm the African superstar. I have a platform here for the young people, and I show a lot of love to the young people. And I also communicate whenever I have a young person, I can talk to them. I'm always very honest with them about the prospects of the West. You guys need to do the same thing. Let's springboard our kids. so they don't waste time. A lot of us was wasting time in the West trying to matriculate, trying to escalate, trying to do this, trying to do that, when it was just an impossible feat. And after wasting 10, 20, 30 years, now we're trying to scramble and get the pieces together and live our lives here on the continent. How valuable it would have been. And that's why I tell you guys, put down your weapons. Put down your weapons and stop fighting each other and work together. Because that's honestly, that's the only way we're going to move forward. Big shout outs. Black Pearl Travel says femininity will only submit to masculine. Absolutely. And we live in a culture now where being feminine is looked at as being weak and being masculine is looked at as being toxic. But it's nature. And might I add, it works a lot better in unison than feminism and emasculation. You know, why in the world are them feminists so mad? Well, we can take a gander at why they're so mad. They're probably so mad because deep down inside, you know, they're missing something. And they're lying to themselves, trying to pretend that they're satisfied in that role. You're not designed like that. You're not designed like that. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with admitting it. Natty Slim is asking how relations are here in Ghana. Well, I mean, I'm going to speak about Ghana because that's where I live, but I think it's kind of similar around the continent. But yeah, I mean, I have to say, in regards to community, you know, Ghanaians, Africans definitely have more of that than what we experience in the diaspora, period. You know, but going back to Black Pearl, I think because of this. Because see, here on the continent, women are feminine and men are masculine. And they like it like that. And the men have their roles and the women have their roles and they have a family. Traditional style. And it works. We are actually trying to circumvent everything in the West of what family is, gender, lifestyle. And we wonder why the people are so dysfunctional, why they have emotional problems, identity crisis, and everything. We're trying to circumvent nature, and you cannot do that. Zoo and Shayna, who told you? Shut up. Shut up. Zoo and Shayna trying to blow my spot. She came in the chat room and immediately tried to blow up my spot. Rude and disrespectful. What's up, True African Stand Up? I see you there. What's up? Blind Guy, his wife, their life says, our children have the advantage if we actually teach them the things we cannot be aimed at, or kids will absorb it from us. Let's build together, then build up our youth. Absolutely. I know. Zoo and Shayna, wow. See, that's how you know we got a family. She come up in this chat. We talking about a serious topic. And here she comes. Trying to blow up my spot. Just straight disrespectful. What's up, Kamisha Ra? How you doing, sweetheart? Natty, big shout outs to you. Yeah, this is my new platform, so I don't have super chats at the moment. However, scrolling across the bottom of the screen is my PayPal and Cash App if you want to donate. Also, you can shop at theafricansuperstar.com and get some you know, merchandise if you so choose, and any of those proceeds I will appreciate. But yeah, we gonna get monetized soon. I say probably maybe next month at least. I gotta build up the numbers and build up the hours, but I'm down for it. I'm resilient. So yeah, the methods to donate are scrolling across the bottom of the screen. I do appreciate anything that that you so choose to do. So big shout out to you. Thank you for asking. Zoo and Shana, you ain't sorry. You is not sorry. Listen, I'm trying to get that love on the continent. Zoo and Shana, so don't be trying to blow up my spot, okay? Because I'm out here. I'm just trying to impart the knowledge I know onto y'all. Because some of y'all got deficits. See, I ain't gonna say too much, but I'm not gonna say too much. Anyway, T. Kelly. T. Kelly's talking about getting her children on the right page. She says she's got a 17 and a 14-year-old, and might I add, they are so pretty. They look just like T. Kelly, and they're just so talented. They cook for her. They're just really good girls. I love them. I see them on Facebook. I always show love. They know Auntie Gina too. They know Auntie Gina. So big shout outs to T. Kelly's beautiful girls. Yeah, they need to be. I swear. Listen, look, they might be able to go to college here on the continent. They might be able to teach abroad, teach English in some countries here. Look, the continent is where they need to be at. Trust me. The prospects are the best for them here. I'm serious. We've lived a big portion of our life in the West, and we know it's not what it's cracked up to be, especially as Black ladies because of the dynamics. All right. We need to be real with our kids about that, because what ends up happening is they be living that struggle life and they think something's wrong with them. They start internalizing it like, Mom, what's wrong with me? My dating life's not great. I want to settle down. I want to have kids. And we instead of us being honest and saying, hey, look, it's slim pickings out here, man. We want to keep them going in the same circle. It's irresponsible. What's up, family? Yeah, that's what I'm all about, T. Kelly. I'm all about that. Love on the continent. Yes. I tell you, love on the continent. Any new viewers don't know what Love on the Continent is. Love on the Continent is my series about, my romantic prospects here. So far, I was dating Mr. Joseph Mayer, who is a photographer here in Ghana. And I was dating Mr. Fifi until Mr. Fifi moved to the UK, unfortunately, several months ago. So, it's been up and down, but I still hold out faith in this Love on the Continent. I tell y'all what, the prospects of Love on the Continent is better here than anywhere else in the world. Period. I said what I said. I said what I said. So we move. That's what we say here in Ghana. We move. We carry on. We keep it moving. So yeah, I'm all about that love on the continent. Okay, because I practice what I preach. Huh? So anyway, guys, again, we just had this conversation. I want to send this strong message out to my viewers that you guys need to be mature and responsible in understanding that both parties have been irresponsible in this issue of the breakdown of the community, more specifically in the diaspora. I think the family and community are still very, very strong here on the continent. Okay. That is an area that we are failing in the West, and we have been groomed to be failing in that. And we need to say, you know what, we're going to start rejecting these things that are breaking our community down. We're going to stop participating in these behaviors and stuff like that. We're going to do something different. Y'all know I say that all the time. Let's do something different. Let's start loving on our Black men. Let's start loving on our Black women. I'm telling you, y'all will get more out of them if you love them. Because think about it. Be appetizing. When you think about your partner, okay, you guys that's single, okay, like me and T. Kelly. I'm single, but you know, kind of single, you know, there's levels to this. But anyway, we ain't talking about me. But anyway, basically, think about the partner that you would really like. The kind of stuff they do, the kind of stuff they say. Okay? You want the person that's going to be appetizing. You know, one of the things I love is you know, when my partner sees me and he smiles. You know, I love that when he smiles. I used to date a very nice gentleman, and we would do video calls all the time. And every time I would get on the video call, he would just be smiling, you know, and that was so, it made me feel so good. It was so appetizing, you know, to know whenever I get a phone call from him, he's smiling, he's going to be complimentary, you know, that's inviting. See, I think this is something we don't talk about a lot with each other, is the art of being inviting. You know, that's also part of women's femininity, for instance. Okay, you're supposed to be smooth and sensual and soft and, you know, be able to massage your man. Okay, basically the way you control your man is by methods, you know, not by being rude or derogatory to him or trying to command him to do stuff, but, you know, you massage him, you know, because you're his baby girl, you're his sweet thing. So, you know, he's gonna kind of be soft to you because you massage him. Okay, so that's a figurative and a literal. Do the nice things for your man. Do the nice things for your girl. You know, make being with you an appetizing thing. If they get out in the community and somebody tries to hit on them, they'll think twice. But guess what? If you're always nagging them, okay, you're always going through his phone, you're always being rude and disrespectful, you know, you're always emasculating him, you're going to open up the door for someone else to come along. Because I guarantee these chicks nowadays, the first thing they're going to be like, man, if I was your girl, I wouldn't put up with that. If I was your girl, I wouldn't do this, I wouldn't do that. What you mean she don't cook for you? Oh, that's crazy. If you was my man, I'll cook for you every day. What? She stopped getting her hair done? Oh. You see what I'm saying? Y'all make it easy for people to come in and get your man or woman. Cause you be mistreating them. You know, again, this is not about me. This ain't about me, but I'm just saying, treat your man good. Do the things he likes. Make it appetizing for him to want to be with you. You know, do for the fellas, same thing. You know, do the nice things. And I mean, I know some people are insecure and they have a lot of issues. Now, this might be a controversial statement I'm about to make. But I would say if the person is too insecure, okay? Because we all know, if any of you guys have ever, I know I've asked a lot of questions today. If you guys have ever dealt with an insecure person, let me have a number 4. What I want to say about insecure people is, you know, it's a problem that is not likely to be fixed. I don't care how much attention you show an insecure person. Okay, I don't know how much compliments you give them, how much you try to build them up. It's never enough. So men, if you're dealing with an insecure woman, she's just like, you know, you're telling her like, girl, you are so fine. You are beautiful. I love your hair. I love your curves. I love your breasts. I like this, that. She won't hear you because she's insecure. I would probably advise you to steer clear from that, because a very mature woman, she can appreciate you being a man to her. Okay, she likes the phone calls. She likes the text messages. You know, she likes the flowers. She likes the affection. She likes the alpha male masculinity. A real woman's not going to be intimidated by a man being a man. And a real man is not going to be intimidated by a woman being a woman. Okay, there's nothing wrong with you being up in that kitchen. There's nothing wrong with you wearing a little lingerie for him. There's nothing wrong with you babying him and being sweet. Huh? There's nothing wrong with that stuff. What's wrong is the fact that we think there's something wrong with those things. And I'm telling you, that is going to be the line of demarcation. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some people that are going to go astray irrespective, usually because they have some self-resolved issues in them. Okay? But I'm telling you, mature individuals, they like being in a relationship where they know where they stand, where they have a healthy, happy, healthy partner, you know? And we've got to normalize that. You know, just like we had the other night, we had Mr. Darren, Mr. XDMCs come on and say people call him a simp because he looks after his wife. Simps are winning. Okay, mature women like that. They like men that want to do for them and take care of them and be sweet and all that stuff. They love it. A man with potential, a man with the will to provide. You know, and men love it too. Men love women that want to take care of their families. You know, no man want to be like getting off work like, oh man, what am I going to eat tonight? You know, when y'all get off work and you be hungry and you be worried about what you're going to eat. Why are you putting that man through that? Why are you putting that man through that? Huh? He comes in from work, you on Instagram. You know, some of y'all be like, well, Gina, I'm a career woman. You know what I'm saying? I work all the time. I don't have time for this. Girl, you better prioritize your man if you want him. You know, you better, where there's a will, there's a way. Shout outs to all the ladies that are married to African men. This one is for you. Okay? And you had to learn how to cook his dishes. You know, African dishes can be quite involved, a lot of ingredients, and they take a long time. It's not the kind of meals that you prepare like every day, especially if you're working. I used to cook on Saturdays for the week, put it in the fridge. You made some jollof, you made some chicken, you made some beef, you got some fried rice in there, you boiled the eggs, you put them on the side, you got the little shito, huh? Hook it up. You do a stew or a soup. Yeah, you're going to spend your Saturday afternoon cooking. So what? Take care of your man. Take care of your kids. Don't feel no type of way if I'm talking to you, but somebody need to tell you, do what's necessary so the necessary don't occur. If your man lose interest in you, you're going to be boohooing and crying. But when you had an opportunity to be proactive, you weren't doing it. So basically, I'm done. I'm off my soapbox today. What's up, Shirley? Big shout outs. Black Beauty. This is the old school trick. She says, order that food and lay it out before he gets home. That's also another option, ladies. Okay? But you need to take your household, your husband, your man, and your children as your top priority. More than anything else. Because when you leave this earth, that's your legacy. And if you haven't done well to prepare them, that's it. Nobody's going to know you were an executive, and nobody's going to know how many awards you got from JP Morgan Chase or HSBC or Nationwide Insurance or the BBC or, you know, any of these big companies. It doesn't matter. Our ancestors saw their families as their first priorities, and that's why family looks a lot different than how our modern day is. Okay, if we want to infuse some strategic moves, then that's what we got to do. You know, with the day and age of YouTube and stuff, ladies, you really can't use that not cooking as an excuse. Seriously. Okay, you can go right on YouTube, Google some meals. Even if you have the same menu every week, if you tell your husband, like, look, I'm not the best cook. Okay, I don't have a lot of variety options. I can do like 10 different dishes. Okay, and we gonna rotate. You know, Fridays is jollof. You know, Saturdays we get pizza every week or whatever. Okay, Monday is stew and rice. You know, whatever. I'm talking about African folks, but y'all American folks, we gonna do mashed potatoes and uh you know, chicken or some broccoli, you know, whatever, some casserole, whatever. Look, it's been so long since I was eating that food. Macaroni and cheese. Okay, put your family as the top priority. Stop being distracted by all this stuff that doesn't matter. Our people are too materialistic, and it's ridiculous. Okay, I always tell y'all can't cuddle up with you know, them Jordans at night, or that new iPhone, or you know, the Mercedes car. Okay, you can't cuddle up with that stuff. You better get your priorities straight. Black Beauty is sharing the game with how she navigates her household. Now, by all means, if you're a housewife or something, then yeah, you need to be definitely having some food ready for that man. I'm gonna tell you. I'm going to tell you. Okay, he comes home 6 o'clock, whatever, 5 o'clock. It should be part of your daily routine to get ready to cook for that man and have some food ready for him when he gets home. I mean, there's just no excuse if you're a housewife, because that's why you're at home. I'm like, oh my God, Gina, I have so much responsibilities. You know, I have to do that. Better be top. That better be top. Seriously. You know, brothers, your top priority, taking care of your kids, man. How can you just make babies and walk away? You got to do something. If you can't financially support them, at least spend time. At least know what's going on in their lives. Go to their sporting events. You know, there's a lot of things that are much more important than even the material things. Okay? We've got to put family on the top priority. It's critical. This other stuff is really, really moot. Like I told y'all, anything. Okay, you got your doctorate. Can you cuddle up with the doctorate either? Let me know, because last time all I could remember that cuddling up with was none of those things above but. Anyway, let me go. Zoe Shayna started me off because she tried to blow up my spot. So anyway, I just want to have this conversation with you guys. Big shout outs to everybody watching me tonight. Big shout outs to all of our new viewers. If you found our platform but you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. If you were a part of my previous platform and you're like, oh, what happened? Yeah, it got shut down. So please make sure you subscribe to this one. We're trying to grow this one rapidly. Also, big shout outs to our superstar contestants that have already entered in. Yeah, so far we have 3 entries. Okay. And currently in the lead, as we say here in Ghana, Onapo is Eternal Blossom. Eternal Blossom provided me a video yesterday. She's got the most views so far. So, you know, those of y'all that are preparing your videos, Kamisha Ra, I don't know if you're still there. I'm looking forward to your video because you're a customer at AfricanSuperStar.com. So I'm going to look for your video. Okay. I know some of y'all, T. Kelly, there's a lot of y'all want to see some our superstar contestant videos. So please, I hope you guys are working on your videos, and I love seeing them. They're really exciting. If you're not aware of the Our Superstar, it is our challenge. Basically, to build up the channel, you can provide a 2 to 3 minute video about what you love about our platform. If you have any products from the AfricanSuperStar.com, you can include your products. Be very creative. I know Blind Guy, his wife, their life, they're going to do one. And I'm so excited to see theirs because they're very creative. So, and they have some products from the AfricanSuperStar.com. So, yes. So please head on over to the website. Definitely, if y'all got some Black Lovers Stay Single, y'all need to be including this in your video. I'm going to love to see that too. Okay? Go over to the AfricanSuperStar.com. All right, family. I appreciate you guys for being with me tonight. I will see you all again very soon. Until we meet again, stay black and true. If you ain't black, just stay true.